Well, hello, good morning, and welcome back to the channel. Oh, we made it to the next morning. We're Thursday morning now. We are just in Greensburg, Indiana, I believe we're in. It's what it's officially called. We're just out getting our checks done this morning. We're only 56 miles from our job, but I unload this morning at Red Bull. And then we're not sure what we're doing from there. We just got to wait and see what they send through. He did say something about trying to find us some distance work. So I might possibly phone him up this morning and remind them about that and see what they can find. Seeing as though we're not wanting to be home for Easter, if they can get us running for the weekend somewhere, then it's brilliant, you know. But we will see. We will see. Not sure if anyone even did park behind me last night, to be fair. There's no one behind at the minute, but it's not a bad truck stop this. It's alright, we paid for the space, reserved it, so we did that, all good. And yeah, we're just out doing our checks. It's heavy load this one, so gonna take a bit of pulling, but the seal's still intact. Yeah, one of these new trailers is 7.8 and 7.9s. When you're doing that pre-trip button, it just don't like to sit on that. That light don't like to come on. Well, it does like to come on, but it goes off when it's doing the actual pre-trip. So who knows? But yeah, let's get in the truck. We can get on our way. I can have a drink, sip in my coffee, and wake up a little bit. Hey, so we're just coming up to this job. We've just had a quick look at what we've got for our next one. We got our next load through and confirmed it. Because I've just spoke with him as well, driver manager, about it. It's a shorter run. It's picking up at Energizer in Monroe in Ohio. That's going up to Meijer, supermarket brand, at Lansing, Michigan for, it says 6 o'clock in the morning, but it's drop and hook in there. So we can get that in there today. And then we're laughing then if we can get that dropped in there today, they can maybe pick something else up for tomorrow or Saturday somewhere. I've said about trying to get some distance work because we're a bit lower on mileage this week. I think it's just how it's fallen though, but it's a relaxed week. We've had a few big weeks recently, so to get a smaller one isn't too bad, but if we can get something of distance, you know, and get some good running in, then that'd be nice. But we will see. We've got to get this off first, pick up at Energizer, and then get it dropped. But let's find where this one is. It's just over these railway lines somewhere on our right. It's an older building by the looks of it, or a smaller one anyway. It looks a smaller one. Start slowing down. Just come to 8:25 this morning. We were stuck at them lights for about 5 minutes. It's in here somewhere. Yeah, Red Bull. I see the trucks. We see the trucks. So, where is it going to? There's enough space anyway. I thought there'd be a few of ours here because we all seem to be coming to Ohio with it, but I suppose they could have different places to go with stuff, couldn't they? I don't know what loading dock they'd want me on. Imagine next to their truck. Next to their box truck, I imagine is where they'll want me, but if there's a door, can I get in and see him? Yeah, there's a door. Right, let me go see him in here. We'll get booked in and we can get this load off. And yeah, we can go get on with the rest of the day. Well, we are tipped. letting this Red Bull car, truck, whatever in. It's like one of the live events trucks, that. Yeah, so we are taped. We're 15 mile away from our pickup location. So that's all good. We're I don't know if it's going to be a preloaded trailer or not in there. I've not asked that yet. I might phone up and ask. Because it's not booked, not got half past 2 it's got on it on the pickup time, but we will see. It's ain't the best to get out of, really. Really ain't the best to get out of. You can't see nothing from the left. Nothing at all. And we've got to let this guy go in front of us. She's got, we can't see nothing. Note from the right. We're gonna go. We're out. We are out. So yeah, like I say, it's got a later time pickup on it. So I don't know if it's ready or not. We haven't got a trail number on it, but I just checked then, so I'm probably best phoning them and double checking if it is a preloaded trail. If it's loaded already, perfect. We can drop that off in there at Maya today, and then we're free to us. So it's Easter weekend, it's Good Friday tomorrow, I think. I think that's why work's a bit weird, because a lot of places might not be open tomorrow. So hopefully they can get us something a distance-wise to keep us running Friday and maybe Saturday morning, and then we can get our 34 off. But we'll have to wait and see. I'm going to get over one. We need to be straight over at these lights anyway, but yeah, so hopefully they can get us something to run with and we can keep the miles ticking up. But like I say, it's Easter week, so I know warehouses are going to be shut down and that tomorrow probably, and for the most of the weekend. So it might just be a shorter week, but that's fine. It is what it is, isn't it? So let's get down to this job. I'll give them a quick call and check if it is going to be preloaded for us, and we'll go from there. Hey, we've made it to this DHL Energizer job here. We've just come to 10:15. We're just waiting for him to sign us a bait. I don't know how long we're going to be waiting, like. So we're not booked until 2:30. They have said that, though. Dispatch have said that they've had drivers getting here very early today, so we will see how we get on. But we've just been told our appointments at 2:30. The providers have a bait closer to the time, so we will see. Oh, I'm tired though all of a sudden. Might go lie down for an hour, something like that, and just wait for a text message. We've got the tandem slid back, we've got the doors open already, so as soon as we get a number, we can just put it straight on the bay and then we're good to go. So yeah, let's see how long we're waiting. It's just 10:15. Okay, well, 4 hours and 15 minutes later, we finally got given a bay number. I think we're around at the other side of the building, frustratingly, so we can't keep it on sleeper. Oh, so we got a split in, so we've extended our time, which we didn't start till 7 anyway, so we had till 9. So I'm gonna get this loaded. We're gonna go to Myers and drop this in there today, and then it's at least dropped. We'll pick and empty up and bring it back to the yard and drop it off, then park up for night. And that way in the morning then we're at the yard, so if they've got something in there for us to pick up, we can get it and head out or do what needs to be done. So it's not fully ideal, is all this waiting about, but it happens, I suppose, doesn't it? It is transport at the end of the day. Now, we've not had much waiting around like this, to be fair. We've been fairly fortunate in the few weeks that we've been here, or the few months that we've been here now, to be able to just keep rolling most of the time. You know, it's we've been really fortunate with it, and you know, it happens. You know, we'll settle for this every few months rather than every week, won't we? I know anyone else would. So we're looking for 819. This is frustrating because if they told us to come around the back here to park up, we could have probably kept this on sleeper. Just moved really slowly, but alas, that didn't happen, did it? So we're looking for 819, which is going to be the other side of where this guy's going on, I would think, because it looks like he's going around here. It's warm though out there. It is warm. We could do with it. Glad we've managed to get engine running a bit. We can get the truck cooled down a little bit. Won't be a great lot, but it'll be a little bit at least. In fact, it doesn't make a much difference at the minute trying to turn that over onto something else. So we'll get on this bay. Doors are already open, tandems are slid back. We just need to literally back on. Said something about chock a wheel, but there's no wheel chocks there, so I don't know what we're going to do about that. And take the red airline off for the brakes. So once this guy's on, we can get past and get gone and get loaded. Maybe we've got that scale on the way out as well, so if we are heavy we can scale it at least. But yeah, if we get back to yard tonight, we can fill up on DEF, we can fill up on fuel. So then all we've got to do is just drive tomorrow. So we're going other side of this guy. Oh, they're quite wide bays, to be fair. Can't get much of a swing at it because there's a truck on bay next to it, but shouldn't be far off. It's just, I'm so slow at turning in this truck. It just doesn't chase at all. These Kenworths are really bad at it. They're trying to finesse onto a bay. They just turn so slowly. It should be alright. So we got the tandems back, so there we go. We're not looking too bad now. Just need to straighten up a little bit. Maybe about now. Have to let this guy come through, and then we can straighten up a little bit, and then we are laughing. We'll go get this on bait, we'll go get loaded, and then we can get out and finally get moving a bit, and yeah, get some mileage on the board for today. Well, many hours later, that is us finally leaving. We just come to 1644. That took a lot longer than it should. There's only 20 pallets on this. It's cleaning wipes, so we've got £5,000 on, so we don't need to weigh it, so we're nice and light. We are going to have to drop this in there today. It's going to be a late one today, but I think it'd be better for us tomorrow if we're empty, plus job's going to be late anyway, so I think it'd be better for us tomorrow and going into the weekend if we drop this tonight, get back to yard, So let's say we can fill up, can wash truck in morning again, and then they might have a load in the yard for us to pick up, and we might end up going back there anyway. But if not, there's loads of places around there that we can fuel up, well, that we can pick loads up from and get out of there. So, because we ain't got anything planned anyway at the minute. So yeah, it's doing impatient, some of the drivers. Yeah, we ain't got anything planned at the minute anyway, so we can't exactly go get outside a job to pick it up in the morning. So we probably won't get anything till 7 anyway. So we'll be back to yard for probably just after 10 o'clock. So yeah, so it's a weird load to strap, is this load. So you know, I need to show you properly, but we've got them rivets down the trailer, and that's where the strapping hooks are. So you can't really physically strap anything down if it's up against it, because you just can't get the strap on. This is right up to the trailer wall, but the pallets are down low, and it's probably 10 foot away from back door, and obviously it's so light, so I can't just get a strap across it to hold it in, because it's in between the rivets to hold it back for strapping. So I've just basically in front of the load, it's probably 2 foot in front of the load, I've just put a strap across about halfway along the product, so it's not going to go left or right, it's only going to go backwards a bit and walk. But with it being so light and the bouncing and that and the speed we're going to be doing, it'll stop it from getting onto the back door. So at least when they open it, if the has moved up to the strap's going to hold it in place. So that should be good then. So it's best we can do, it's all we can do. So let's get on this interstate. We're probably going to hit Dayton at the very wrong time, but what can we do? We just gotta roll with it. And let's say I think we'd be better getting this off tonight than doing it in the morning, because it's going to be quieter. Let's get through this junction. It's going to be a lot quieter to do it tonight than it is to do it in the morning. So yeah, let's get on this interstate and get some miles on the clock. So we've been on go about just over 2 hours. We've probably done 160 miles, something like that. 137 left to run. I just got off the phone with the night dispatch, asking for advice on sort of what to do after here, because whether it's justifiable running back to Canton or stop out. And he said he'd advise stopping out because there's quite a few drivers back at the yard that are waiting for loads. So if we're out Lansing way, they can run us further west than they can them. So we might have a better shot at getting work. So there's the overnight parking on site where we're going now. But it says there's 15 minutes away, there's Loves and a Pilot opposite each other. So there's that as an option. So I think when I get up here or next stop for a bathroom break, I need to have a look and get them zip codes or them addresses, and just have a quick look around to see if there's any other options that we can possibly aim for, to try and at least stay on the 69, even if we drop back down to the 94, which is what leads to the yard. We're still around that area. So because we know there's a TA and a Pilot there. We've stopped in the TA before, and that were quite big. So we've got some options for parking. It might make it a late night, which I'm not really happy about. I'd rather try and avoid all this, because we've had this before when we were down in Phoenix doing every hour, and it just got tiring really quick. So I like to try and avoid this if I can, but it just can't be avoided on this run, I don't think. It's a shame. So I phoned someone and asked about the split, because we got a split in again today, and we can have 7 hours off, but we don't get the full time back that we have if we have the 10 off. We only get back the time that we've got available now, plus the time that we used before we got the split, which it's only going to be like 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours, because we started at 7 and we're starting getting a split at 10:15, so it's going to be like 3 and a bit hours, isn't it? So it's really going to screw with us for the next day, so we can't justify that. So we need to get somewhere and get 10 hours off. So we're going to get up here, get this dropped, pick up an empty, and then we're just going to have to figure it out from there. Well, we have made it here, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not happy. I think this is going to be an all-night job. This now, I think we're going to be a long time in here. It's a check yourself in job. No one wants to know sort of thing. So I believe we've got to drop and hook, but I ain't a clue. We're here. It's just coming up to 10 o'clock. I think we're going to be all night in here. I think we're going to have to just park up with this load on, and then probably not start till like midday tomorrow, which is just going to be perfect. Yeah, I ain't doing this again. This is not what I want. This is just going to be crazy for the next 2 days now. And that's what we don't need. We don't want it. So, yeah, this is not a good situation that we're in, and I don't think it's going to work out well at all. Alright, so, apologies for the last clip, but disaster averted. I phoned up night dispatch, and this is a confusing site. This is self-checking thing. There's just bits of paper plastered everywhere in the security office. So yeah, if you're dropping in here, you don't have to wait for the text message. You just come in. So it's frustrating, but I am going to just park here though. There's loads of room outside here to park. So we're going to drop this load, we'll pick up an empty, then I'm just going to park outside, up top end somewhere out of the way so it's far from the door, and just find somewhere there to go park. So we have got 3 empties in here. I think the loads go on, he said something about the hill, past the hill. So if we come in here then, this is past the hill. It's that do not park loaded trailers in centre. Please put on the cement pads. Okay, so on outside then. Okay, yep, cement pads are there. So if we come round here then, we can easily blindside it into that gap. You can nearly parallel park in that blooming gap. So let's get this dropped. And then I might go up and round the top end up here and look over there for one of our empties maybe, because if we've got an empty that's here, then that's going to make life a bit easier for later on then, isn't it? We're going to just loosely get this round, and we'll straighten her up, because there's so much space. We'll get it straightened up, and then we can get this on our good side round here then. Might as well park it properly, haven't we? So it's a little bit of a bonus. We've delayed it a little bit. It's now 10:15, so, but at least we can go park here. There's loads of trucks parked up with the curtains shut. It says overnight parking on it, so that is a big bonus, to be fair, to be able to just making sure I have a mic on, be able to get parked up here. It's going to make life easier for the morning for us, a lot easier for the morning for us to start here. We've not lost time then really as much. Now this all a learning curve still for me, I'm still new here with learning the jobs that they do and that, so it's naturally it's just going to take time, innit? It's just going to take time to learn all this, so there's going to be a lot more stressful days than this trying to get this dropped somewhere. So yeah, let me get this dropped and go find an empty, and then we'll go park up somewhere out here, and then everything will be looking a lot better. Hey, so we've got an empty on. We've got all this space here, so we're just going to park up in one of these, and that is us done then. No, happy days. There's loads of room in here for people to park still. Let's just leave one gap to this guy, I think. Actually, there's loads of room. I can't see it fully filling up, so let's just make life a bit easier for us. I'm probably just going to come bring this back round. So the trailer's nearly in a space anyway, because we got door to close. We had to leave door open for him to check it so we could just get out easier, so we've still got that to close. I can't see this filling up with all the space that they've got free in here. Be very surprised if this gets full. So we'll just come to 8:30. No, not 8:30. I wish it were 8:30. 10:30. As we a bit tight these spaces though, but we're in. There's no one next to us either side, so I'm going to leave engine running to get the things. I'm going to stop here actually. I'm going to grab my torch. Grab you guys. Oh, come on. Let's have a look at the back, and I can show you them rivets I'm on about as well. Yeah, it's a bit snug. It is a bit tight, but we're in. Say there's loads of room. There's so much room here, so I'm gonna get door shut before we get any further back. So there's 2 straps in here. I can get them out to sort. But yeah, they're the things I'm on about. The strapping points that we've got. The load always seems to be in the middle of them, although you can never quite get it right to strap it properly. So, but nonetheless, got that door shut. So I'm going to roll it back a little bit more, so that we are in it fully, the space. We might as well, we can go right back, so we might as well. Sorry about that little bit of wind. And then we are laughing then. We're in for the night. Perfect. Well, we managed to get parked here. Wouldn't have to waste time. This sets us up best for the morning, so we know we've maximised our time. Just watching her bike. I think that's us actually in, so perfect. Done. Oh man, that feels good. That feels good to be done. Really does. I was stressing a little bit when we were having to wait for a text message, but we've got it sorted. We've got parked here, so yeah, perfect at that. Really happy at this now. So I'm going to get off because I've still had nothing to eat yet at the minute. Start doing something to eat and chill out for a bit. We can't start until just after 8:30 in the morning. So yeah, that is what it is. We've got load off at least, and we're ready to roll first thing in the morning. So yeah, I'm going to get off, and I will see you all in the next one.